Abusia for mechiache mu nyina we de eye quick update ewo eye nsema ekoso ewo eye NPP regional chairman eye chairman Wontumi na arrest ene kwan no mabisi koso ene baabi a no madru sisi amene o kasa yi na ohun mpanyifo a omoti hoyi nso mu nye eye mpanyifo a yenimomo NPP for mpanyifo na tete for mosa no MPs members of parliament for NPP omne gugu for mosa no nya asem ketewa eni braba te na omo ye sa na ma no na ene yebidi nkomo nketenketi bi na mama mo eye the full story so mo betie fro man kasa honom ha onom asi ba ya opanyin no eye chama Wontumi akopiem ewo eye baabi a owo sese no na menim sense mu ikoso ye nyina yate se eye EOCO EOCO for anaachi eye chama Wontumi because nim se siade for na che ne do ma ne be ohonoma na EOCO for no so ebedo ano now me de opanyin bi to screen so na machere mo opanyin we ebia mo nyina matete ne din na munhu onipa kro yes opanyin no nie ona ye EOCO for ne panyin executive director oni ye fe no opanyin Raymond Acha yes ona da eye EOCO for no adwuma no eye ano oni we ana mafia eye chama Wontumi sa no na dodo na ebo na baso ebi nso adwa no brutal se enche amemo no ebedane ne dane a ebeye butu now EOCO na nkasa no mo ye ho amo me kyerɛkyerɛ mo no maketewa we ye wie a na mama mo tie full story no adekora no manesi nyina sha ase besi ba bia duri now eye ohwɛ eye EOCO na said the medical aka no eye economic and organized crime office omo edin no na etwa no EOCO omo ankasa no mo ye eye adwumako bi a yate eye special one a yate omo nso omo monitor investigate no manketenkete bi ekoso oman ni mu na omo de no aye no ho ohun underground kakra but omo kra tumi a back omo pa no efri attorney general now enema bi omo follow and omo investigate proper eye money laundering te ba money laundering a enya asem ketwa eno bi ka ho ntina chama Wontumi akopiem wo honom no money laundering ana ohie omo san hwe human trafficking omo san hwe eye cyber security noma cyber security omo san hwe tax fraud any other serious offenses sa eye agency we omo ne dey say adwumadie no nti omo so omo a na tese wa asem na no ohye kakra omo na akoso eye opanyin eye Ashanti regional eye NPP chairman eye chama Wontumi ene ne ho sensem bebre asori a obi ani abre a ye nyina ye hu de no masi kwa ye mpese be ma ne bill me no ka say ye twa bill atoso eye 50 million Ghana cedis na so the quantity scan 500 billion enya sem ketwa enti mesra mo obeka say de nko ana hwe say de no masi kwa na dodo na nso ehun say de no masi kwa no enya de a eye simple sa da bi na emom eye ade a omo hu ne say aso omo hyeda pa na omo plan say omo de mafia no say de be ya say de nsem bi okeka ya no me de nsem ni bi tudwa na watie eno ne asempotenti a omo ye ne say yes asemba ko kan ye pa eno nti ye twabo 50 million Ghana cedis ato ne so no kire say o sika nti no omo peso mo hwe ba bia sika na owo no ebekwa akwa ye ntie sa nkomo we na yen san entoa so sesi ameno kasei ye ntie sa nkomo we sesi na yen san entoa so ntie nkomo emra sesi
you was say John Mahama.
Oh, you have money than him?
Of course I have money more than him.
How about Ibrahim?
Oh, now Wontumi nka so was say me Kwame.
Okay.
Me Kwame me see what you and you know.
Well,
you know.
Can I share about what they
Kwame they make kind of say me yes catch you know.
I do.
What I said, you know. Now no one can say me a captain. Ibrahim say me a captain. I have been a captain since over 20 something years. I mean no can say ye. Uti the small economics are.
Very good. Enti we eye nsema eye chama Wontumi ankasa de tudwa mre bia no mo wa ban mu eno ka ho bi we sa asem ye o kan yi ana ama o say no so uska into mo chere ne say omo bebeli na age say say na yenko tie nsem a eye MPC omo to de to omo do mo cheche asem nyina fitu correct pa yentie mi wi e be san ato aso say de enoma no asi akoduru enye asem keto akwa yentie na eye yemra sisi yes yentie mra sisi good.
EOCO to respect the rule of law and the rights of our brother, Mr. Wontumi, aka Wontumi. First of all, the man was invited by the police CID. He made himself available at the police headquarters. He was interrogated just at the entrance of the police headquarters where he was exiting. They pulled him out of his car and brought him here. We didn't protest. We kept quiet. We kept our car. His lawyers came in. They went through interrogation. The man is unwell. Then they say, okay, they grant him bail, but bring surety with justification. The justification being landed property, which is titled worth 50 million. Such an onerous bail condition. You are doing investigation. Just let the person go and report himself. Is Wontumi a flight risk? A businessman who has radio stations, has his businesses a fixed place of abode. Clearly, it's like showing Wontumi where the power lies and using bail as a punishment. You see, we can't do this to ourselves as a country. Sometimes you hear people saying, oh, it happened yesterday. So for how long must this continue to happen? We create a vicious cycle and we say we are practicing democracy. Look at what is happening to the Chief Justice. Look at what they did to Dr. Addison. Look at what they did to Kwabena Dubois, who was in charge of our security. They mistreated him. By the way, since when did the EOCO start creating this new condition for bail? Bring title document. And the short part of it is that you come here, they say, oh, the officer to do the inspection is not there. Go and bring valuation report. My dear, we need to send a strong message that as a country we must not tolerate this. You get power to govern. Some of the hawks in the NDC, I'm not a prophet, some of those hawks in the NDC, they are destroying President Mohammed's image, but they don't know. They will get to know by the 3rd year. I'm not a prophet. The man has only 4 years. Instead of you to help him to leave a legacy, you want President Mohammed's legacy to be what we are seeing? No problem. When you are given power, it's like an ice block. It starts melting from day one. In few days' time, we'll be entering June. Not so? I'm sure we are going to hit December soon. Didn't NPP win in 2016? Hasn't Akufo-Addo done his 8 years? Isn't the 8 years over? Hasn't there been a new government? So, after time, you can't block time. But if those moderates amongst them will not preach common sense to those hawks, and they will continue with these human rights abuses, all in the name of accountability. And by the way, we are never against accountability.
Thank you.
If somebody has come into government and has left public office, obviously accountability is part of it, I agree.
Precisely.
But do it in a manner defined by law. Why would you just decide to keep somebody just to show that you have power? I want to say something to my respected friend, Mr. Raymond Acha. He will not be executive director of EOCO forever. Someday, one day he will not be there. He should be mindful of how he is going about things. You will call them, they won't even respond. You try to engage them, they will say, oh, okay. The next moment they will be tossing you. We will continue to peacefully dialogue with them. I'm not saying that if Wontumi has done anything, don't take him through due process. No. But don't harass him. Don't persecute him. The man is sick. He's at their sick bay. They want him to die, then they mourn him. If Wontumi were to come from another region, if it were to be NPP that was in power, and a regional chairman of a certain region had been arrested, would have heard what the NDC would say. You go somebody all the way from Ashanti region. He's worked here. He's driven himself here. Why this mistreatment? Is that what we call democracy? I am using this opportunity to appeal to President Mahama. It's my humble appeal to President Mahama to call those hawks to order. He should give them a new code of conduct, a new line, a new procedure, a new working code. That if you treat him humanely, it will not stop you from investigating. So EOCO is saying that they are better than CID headquarters. Those in charge must be professional. What is happening to Wontumi can happen to me today, tomorrow. It can happen to my respected senior here, tomorrow. My mother here. Enough is enough. We are not just going to walk away. We are not just going to walk away. We'll be here. We'll be here.
So,
to sign the bail condition. If they want all the 88 minority MPs to also sign, we are ready to sign. We will not provide justification today. We will not provide justification tomorrow. We are not going to provide 15 million Ghana city worth of property, titled property with valuation report. Raymond Acha must know that his work is guided by Article 296. 50 million cedis worth of property, titled document. But a dying worth 50 million there, they must know that they are guided by Article 296. Enough is enough.
We are all ready to sign.
We are the new exotic party, the elephant, with the symbol. We shall wait to see Ghana. The elephant, with the symbol. We shall wait to see Ghana. We shall wait to see Ghana. We shall wait to see Ghana. The elephant, the way they say, we shall wait. The elephant, the way they say, we shall wait.
Sorry.
Let's go back.
Yes, interbution for assembly are very serious. Me did some kakra na yebeto aso, but assembly ne say omo pa akonya keke akohwe eye chama Wontumi enso dabi yen grant omo access. Eye very serious. Se wo hwe how a eye chama Wontumi pa se de chama Wontumi yi nyina ese nim no Ghana ha sei. Na me kai NPP time pa chama Wontumi a ene ono pa no omo ye ne sei dia nyodofo eye menu mienu anka be yehu. Yes, eye menu mienu anka no be hye. Onumpo omo manenre na me ka kire ono. Nsem bi okeka ye no ene na we omo kire no mafia we kafia we omo kire no because ni omo ye no menyi ni se omo pese omo si eye accountability na ye ka ne nyina ano kwan se bia wadi bone bia omo si kwan se ana so omo ma kwan se ye nhwehwem da bia no kra do bia ni ho tumi na emo mo hwe kwan ya ye fa so echi no on that Rambo style no ama omo aye style ano na ama obi anti ase omo se no adwempo bi ta echire asa we de ye mini no kakra na ebi ensem ni bi na me ka kire no because one ni video ba ko ye na o kire se Ashanti region de senior ma obi ani ho a obetimi aba Ashanti region se ma ama beba Ashanti region oni na soja fo na eyimu kra na wonsuro bia osan beka so wo ska chen mu nyina in fact wanya ne kasatia bibire we me hu ne se bia o kire na bibi kakra bi but ne eye serious on say nipa no ho mfa no ebi so wa fake yare no ebi nso say enokre yesese de almost chi no entrance on niem hye no nti ehonum na no ofentiye na no ohye na omasa de nsem bebre nso atoto dwa ye nti opanyin ya okasai ye besa ato aso
8th Infantry Battalion, and that is the minority. Ladies and gentlemen, we have walked here today not merely as members of parliament, not merely as representatives of the minority, but as concerned citizens who refuse to stand idle while the pillars of justice, fairness, and human decency are being torn apart under our very noses. Ladies and gentlemen, the events of the past few days have cast a dark and chilling shadow over the states of our democracy. What happened to Mr. Bernard NPP Erupt, known as Chairman Wontumi, is nothing short of a national disgrace. It is a stain on our conscience and a threat to every citizen who still believes that Ghana is a land governed by laws, not political vendettas. We are not here to shield wrongdoing. And let me emphasize that. We are not here to shield any wrongdoing whatsoever. We are not here, again, to obstruct investigations. But we are here because a line has been crossed. A dangerous, unacceptable line that signals that state of power can now be used to humiliate, traumatize, and silence citizens under the pretext of justice. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be clear. This was not an arrest. It was a clear ambush. It was a calculated display of brute force, a man who voluntarily submitted himself to the CID in good faith, who was cooperating fully with lawful investigations, was less than 24 hours later subjected to militarized operation straight out of dictatorship playbook. He was seized like a fugitive, much like a criminal, and hauled into detention without any dignity or respect owed to any citizen, let alone one who had not resisted the law. And what was the result? He collapsed. He was hospitalized. His health broke under the sheer weight of EOCO's cruelty. Is this what justice looks like in Ghana today? Is this what our democracy has become? Chairman Wontumi may be the target today, but make no mistake, this is not just about him. This is about a dangerous pattern that is emerging under this government. The misuse of state institutions to settle political scores, the erosion of impartiality in our law enforcement agencies, and the growing culture of fear, silence that is being imposed on our political discourse. We cannot, and we will not allow EOCO, the NIB, the police, or any state agency to be weaponized for political intimidation. We will not allow our democracy to be defiled by power-drunk actors who believe they are above the law. And we will not allow the Ghanaian people to be deceived into thinking that this is ordinary justice at work. If there are genuine concerns to be investigated, let them be pursued with fairness, with transparency, and with dignity. But what we witnessed was none of what. What we witnessed was the abuse of the law by those entrusted to uphold it. What we witnessed was a shameful chapter in our democratic journey, one that we must resist, reject, and remember. The minority in Parliament stands united, resolute, and unafraid. We will continue to speak power, truth to power. We will continue to walk the path of justice, no matter the cost, even at the peril of our lives, because we believe that Ghana must never be a country where political differences are punished with persecution, where opposition is met with oppression, where speaking out means being dragged out. Ladies and gentlemen, this work is not the end. It's the beginning of a multiplicity of factors and actions to be staged in the days ahead of us. It is only the beginning, a beginning of vigilance, a beginning of resistance, a beginning of people rising to reclaim the soul of this republic from those who trade in it for control. The EOCO, well, to the EOCO, to this government, and to those watching, we say this. The emphasis is mine. We say this. The minority is watching. The people are watching. History is watching. I thank you, and may God bless our country. I'm grateful.
And history is what? Watching. And history is what? Watching. And history is what? Watching. And posterity is what?
Watching.
Posterity is what? Watching. Posterity is what?
Watching.
Posterity is what? Watching. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have eyes, let them see. For those who have eyes, let them see. For those who have mouth, let them see. For those who have mouth, let them see.
Quick translation. Don't worry, we are here. If they won't come up, we are also here.
Basically, we are calling on EOCO to respect
Yes.
the rule of law?
Mpanimfoɔ nti no sɛdeɛ mekaeɛ no sei na nkɔmmɔ no nyinaa esi ɛkɔyɛeɛ. Megye di sɛ mo nyinaa moate aseɛ yie. Na ne nyinaa yɛ asɛm a ɛyɛ Chama Wontumi ɛkɔ kekaeɛ a tama no n'aban wɔ so no ɛno bi ka ho. Menim sɛ money laundering ne nneɛma a yɛde abɔbɔ ne nyinaa no charges ne nyinaa no deɛ ɛyɛ yɛmfa ne sɛ no ne yɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a ne kwan so ano no, but ɛyɛ gidigidi kwan ne so ne asɛ yɛyɛ biribi de amia no menim sɛ no deɛ partisan politics kakra ɛwɔ mu, because I mean ano ɔhye 50 million Ghana cedis dabraka ano ɔhye wohwɛ koraa na wotietie ɛyɛ lawyers ne mmerɛ mu nimdeɛfoɔ bebree na wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ mmara ɛnyɛ mmara, but whichever way it is saa na nɔɔma esi kɔ sisi. Yes, saa na nɔɔma esi kɔ nti ana maame ahwɛ ano kasa yie yɛntie wei na yɛmfa ntoa so.
Say John Mahama.
Oh, you have money than him.
Of course. I have money more than him.
How about Ibrahim?
Oh, now on to me Kaso was saying Kwame.
Okay.
Kwame Mrs. Wacho, and you know.
Well,
you know.
Can I share him by what they
Kwame, they make kind of say. Me yes, catch you know.
I do.
What I said, you know. Now no one can say me a captain. Ibrahim say me a captain. I have been a captain since over 20 something years. I mean no kasa ye. Uti, the small economics are
na mo de nipa hye mu fitia nra nipa ne yare munyi no kura ne ya fa na adroma no mo se da
yesi mo 50 million yen
na 50 billion na mo ka no e 500 billion o na 500 ya tie nyina ne NPC ye to mo nyina ye benya sika no NPC atete ye to wo mo a ye benya sika no Wontumi ne na busia pani ye to no a obenya sika no eji John Mahama ni nua Ibrahim omkwa na wo sika no what you say? It is a year to send John Mahama, and then in Ibrahim said, one first camera near to me, you would to me. Aside that, you know, it's a year to me, yes, canoe. I around some Nakoso, the bet my and he said, you are sitting from her because you can't hear me be Omanako do more. What you say? The bet my
Out of 4. Oh my goodness. In fact, Ghana partisan politics and they are no issue. Politics are okromo and no share off. Easy. Now we are na minne one na mehwehwa mititi na am say mo say asofo mi enu bi nso di nkomo na yi na am say megin so mo kasa fa yi ho a say nya asem ketewa. But whichever way it is, asofo on the crowd and the menfa to nchen. Na nhwɛ the way forward. To Mr. Robert made a comment afa WhatsApp number na a good screen no asɛn so. WhatsApp number na no betime do adwen kyerɛ e de aba. Nso betime akyerɛ wa adwen. Sɛ do be so kyerɛ wa adwen bia betime akyerɛ wa adwen. Mr. Medi do bi atem. Yeah, Medi do bi atem. O de kyerɛ wa adwen sɛ de sitie. Obu ono ma ene de. Obu on so ɛha no. Ɛso bi an ne feelings. Obu a asɛm a ɛkɔ so yi. Oh, ne mpa ɛbɔ na Nyankopɔn ati ne no. Nanso yes obi nso ha wono no yes enti no saa na etie ewo eye ase enti medum besia na o se Kwame se de Kwame se me play ajagoraja ne fire oja nso ka edio mu nkomo fufuru but Kwame se me fa nso so mamo na obi ra ho ebia na yi opanyin bi wo ye yo se ajagoraja de me pena sempa enye no bibia ne nsɛm keka bi wɔ no ana ne gye ho enti na yɛmfa esi ase
na me may there say na wo watwa mu ko 5,000
okay me we say ya be there no what I say sir
I me so me bi wan so be there no
ni sa da
se me so peja unsa bishop peja unsa bishop obi se set nko ani azan nko a o say ya azan
One kasa.
Oh, me page so when you did the krum kamot bayo.
Ukwasi ambenya bua Jimmy Forte. Ufi. Wali mse krama ni hendi aba. Abua. Wasia John boy. Kai. Lion.
So COVTVGHANA so no ye botaye ne yenjumedi etitiri pa ne se ye beboa ma mpuntunyuma akoso ye wano wo Ghana ha se ne senti no ye free wo pepa mutu ye hugu montene so kokotwa mpuntunyuma ahodo a ekoso wo Ghana ha bebia se ye akwan foforo na aban no ye hospitals, airport, interchange, school, market, stadium ne nia ikeka ho nyina ye ne yentim nwanwaso wo kokotwa se ne dwumadi ni sifa ko na afei so akwan ne mia ahodo a atete apansam so no ye kotwa se ne beya ebetwe aban no agenesi so na wakwakoye wonom e wo ho ne nso mmoa dwumadi foforo a ye sign di no wo COVTVGHANA so ne say ye interview Ghana for e wa abrochi ananse wo man yi mu a watumi edi yi etumpon wa abrabo na watumi akyerkyere ye nkwampa ahodo a yenso ye betumi afaso anya sika ne de ahya business ase enti mema wo rain fi say wo be subscribe to ye YouTube channel ye COVTVGHANA na wemia notification bell ne so se ne beya wo mmesi ye videos a ye drop ni mu ba akokra